In 2024, Americans lost over $1.6 billion to impersonation scams. Of every demographic targeted, adults over 65 lost the most, not because there are more of them, but because criminals have engineered their attacks specifically around the way grandparents love. The FBI has documented grandparent scams in all 50 states and reported losses among seniors now average over $9,000 per victim. But averages are misleading, because for some families, one single phone call, has cost them everything they spent a lifetime building. What you are about to hear is not a rare case. It is a warning about a call that may already be coming. Harold Bennett is 80 years old. He lives in Tampa, Florida, in a modest home he has owned since 1987. He spent 37 years as a high school history teacher before retiring, and he has lived quietly since then, tending his garden, attending his church, and staying close to his family. Harold is widowed. He has 2 children and 4 grandchildren, including a 20-year-old grandson named Marcus, who attends university in Georgia. Harold speaks with Marcus regularly. He is proud of him. He would do anything for him. That love was the exact vulnerability criminals chose to exploit. The call Harold received lasted less than 20 minutes. By the time it ended, he had agreed to hand over $75,000, nearly the entirety of his accessible savings, to a man he had never met, who arrived at his front door in a taxi within the hour. Harold sat in his kitchen afterward and waited for news about Marcus. The news never came, because Marcus was in Georgia the entire time, safe in his dormitory, unaware that his grandfather's life savings had just been carried away in a brown envelope by a stranger. When Harold finally called Marcus directly, his hands were shaking. What happened to Harold is called a grandparent scam. It is one of the oldest, most consistently effective, and most emotionally devastating fraud schemes targeting seniors in America. It does not rely on technology. It does not require a computer. It requires only a phone, a convincing voice, and a grandparent who loves their grandchild. The AARP has tracked this scam for over a decade. The FTC lists it among the top 5 fraud types by dollar loss for adults over 60. And despite decades of public awareness, it continues to grow because it targets something no warning can fully protect: unconditional love. The call began with a voice Harold recognized immediately. A young man, distressed, barely coherent, said, "Grandpa, it's me. I'm in trouble. Please don't hang up." Harold asked if it was Marcus. The caller said yes. He said he had been in a car accident in another state. He said the other driver had been injured. He said the police were on the scene and that he had been arrested. Before Harold could fully process what he was hearing, a second man came on the line. He identified himself as a public defender assigned to Marcus's case. His voice was calm, professional, and authoritative. He explained that bail had been set at $75,000. He said the court required cash payment, no checks, no cards, no bank transfers. He explained that a courier would come to Harold's home to collect the funds discreetly. And he gave Harold specific instructions: go to the bank, withdraw the full amount, place it in an envelope, and do not tell anyone, not Harold's children, not his neighbors, because Marcus had specifically asked that his parents not find out. The caller framed this as protecting Marcus's reputation and saving his academic future. Harold did everything he was told. At the bank, a teller asked if everything was all right with a withdrawal of that size. Harold said yes. He believed he was saving his grandson. A car arrived at his home 40 minutes later. A man collected the envelope, thanked Harold, and left. That was the last contact Harold had with anyone involved. The phone number he had been given was disconnected by evening. Here is the part that the banking industry rarely discusses publicly. Tellers are trained to ask questions about large cash withdrawals, but they are not empowered to stop them. Harold's bank asked. Harold said everything was fine. The transaction was completed. There is no federal law requiring a bank to delay, pause, or refuse a cash withdrawal made by the account holder, regardless of the circumstances or the amount. Law enforcement faces a similar limitation. By the time Harold reported the crime, the cash was untraceable. It had moved through multiple hands and almost certainly left the country. The FBI has documented that many grandparent scam operations are run from overseas, often from countries with limited extradition agreements with the United States. Your phone carriers cannot verify that a caller claiming to be a grandchild is who they say they are. There's no identity layer on a standard phone call, and the psychological architecture of the scam, the manufactured urgency, the appeal to secrecy, the impersonation of a trusted voice, is specifically designed to bypass the rational caution that might otherwise protect a victim. Harold was not fooled because he was naive. He was targeted because he was a grandfather who loved his grandson, and that love was used against him like a weapon. If you are a grandparent over the age of 60, you are one of the most frequently targeted demographics for this specific scam. The FTC's Consumer Sentinel Network recorded more than 11,000 grandparent scam reports in a single recent year, with total losses exceeding $170 million. Adults over 70 account for the highest average loss per incident. Criminals target grandparents because they are statistically more likely to have accessible savings, less likely to immediately verify a story through digital channels, and more likely to prioritize family loyalty over procedural caution. They are also less likely to report the crime out of shame, confusion, or a reluctance to believe they were deceived. That silence is what keeps this industry profitable. These criminals are not opportunists. They are professionals running a structured business, and your grandchildren are the bait. Step 1. Establish a family verification code. Word today. This is the single most effective defense against this scam. Gather your family, in person, by phone, or by video call, and agree on a secret word that only your immediate family knows. It should be something unusual and specific, not a birthday or a common phrase. If anyone ever calls claiming to be a family member in an emergency, ask for the code word before you do anything else. If they cannot provide it, hang up. A genuine emergency will survive a 10-second verification. A scam will not. Step 2. Always hang up and call back directly. No matter how urgent the situation sounds, no matter how distressed the voice is, hang up and call your grandchild, your child, or the family member in question using the number you already have stored in your phone. Do not use any number given to you by the caller. Do not call back the number that called you. Call the person directly. If they are truly in trouble, they will answer or call back within minutes. This one habit breaks the scam every single time. Step 3. Know that no real court accepts cash delivered by a stranger. No legitimate legal system in the United States requires bail to be paid in cash delivered to your home by an unofficial courier. No real public defender will ask you to keep an arrest secret from your family. No court requires gift cards as payment. These are the fingerprints of a scam, every time, without exception. If anyone on a phone call tells you otherwise, you are being defrauded. Step 4. Tell your bank about this scam explicitly. Visit or call your bank and ask them to add a note to your account, authorizing staff to ask additional questions if you attempt a large cash withdrawal. Many banks now offer voluntary senior protection features. Ask specifically about elder financial protection programs. Give your bank permission to call a trusted family member if a large, unusual withdrawal is requested. This creates a human checkpoint that has stopped thousands of scams. Step 5. Register with AARP Fraud Watch Network. Sign up at fraudwatchnetwork.aarp.org for free alerts about active scams in your region. The network also runs a helpline at 1-877-908-3360, staffed by trained fraud specialists who can help you assess a suspicious situation in real time before you send money. This service is completely free. You do not need an AARP membership to use it. Save that number in your phone right now. Step 6. Report every suspicious call, whether or not you lost money. If you receive a call matching this pattern, panicked grandchild, lawyer, or official on the line, request for cash or gift cards, request for secrecy, report it immediately to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov and to your local FBI field office at tips.fbi.gov. Your report helps investigators map criminal networks and protect other families. It takes less than 15 minutes and requires no special preparation. Every report matters. If you believe this scam is happening to you right now, stop the transaction immediately. Do not hand over any cash, do not purchase any gift cards, and do not authorize any wire transfer. Your first call is to your actual grandchild or family member, using the number in your phone, not any number provided by the caller. Confirm they are safe. This single call will either confirm the emergency is real or confirm you are being defrauded. If you have already handed over money, call your bank's fraud department immediately. Do not call general customer service. Ask specifically for the fraud department. Tell them, I believe I have been the victim of a grandparent scam and I need to report a fraudulent cash withdrawal. Ask whether any portion of the funds can be recovered or flagged. File a report with the FBI at ic3.gov or call 1-800-CALL-FBI. File a separate report with the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov or call 1-877-382-4357. Contact your local police department and file an official report. You will need this document for any bank or insurance follow-up. Write down everything you remember: the phone number, the voices, the exact instructions you were given, the description of anyone who came to your home. These details are evidence. Do not assume the case is hopeless. Law enforcement has successfully traced and prosecuted grandparent scam operations. Your report could be the piece that breaks a case open. Grandparent scams are evolving. In 2025 and 2026, criminals are increasingly using AI-generated voices to make the initial call sound even more convincing. They are researching families on social media before they call, learning grandchildren's names, universities, and travel plans to make the story more believable. They are targeting recently widowed seniors specifically because grief and loneliness increase emotional vulnerability. Here is what you must hold onto. Genuine emergencies do not require secrecy from your family. Real lawyers do not collect cash at your front door. Real grandchildren will understand if you say you need to verify before you help. And no amount of urgency on a phone call is worth a lifetime of savings. If this video has given you even one piece of protection, please do not keep it to yourself. Share it with every grandparent you know. Put it in your family group chat. Show it to your parents, your neighbors, your fellow churchgoers. Harold Bennett lost $75,000 in 20 minutes. That loss does not have to happen to someone you love. One shared video could stop it.